Hello everyone, MF17 here, and I'm here today with a special type of video that after all these years of being a content creator on this platform, I never thought I would have the opportunity to make this video, but now I have. Because earlier this year, back in June, I finally got to experience something that every NASCAR fan should get the chance to experience at least once in their life. And that I finally got to go to my first in-person NASCAR race for the Enjoy Illinois 300 at Gateway.
Yes! Yeah!
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
This is a pretty big deal because I've been a NASCAR fan for over 20 years, pretty much since I was very, very young. And this experience certainly meant a lot to me. And therefore, as a result, I managed to collaborate some footage and images from my experience at that race to be able to put together in this video to show to all of you. And it's rather convenient that I would be putting this video together now that I have reached a very big milestone on my channel, and that being 10,000 subscribers. This is certainly a big deal as well, and therefore, with these two things happening within this year, it's now given me the proper opportunity to put this video together. So here you go, my experience at my first ever in-person NASCAR race. I hope you all enjoy.
Check out the size of that monster truck.
Shoot, that boy's nothing. I used to wrestle trucks bigger than that.
Oh, really?
I'm home. I'm home! 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 I'm home!
Also, something else I want to bring up is that before the race started, while I was outside the track, out of the corner of my eye, I happened to catch Jordan Anderson driving by on a golf cart with his two team drivers, Jeb Burton and Parker Retzlaff, who had presumably just gotten to the track after having to travel halfway across the country after the conclusion of the Xfinity Series race at Portland, which was held the day before. Now, of course, I didn't say anything to him as he was driving by because I just caught him at like the last second as he was driving by, but I still thought it was fascinating to see that regardless.
1941. It's the HossTooling.com Ford from Berlin, Connecticut, Ryan Preece. Your 28th starter drives car number 38. It's the Serial 1 E-Bikes Ford from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, Todd Gilliland.
Todd.
Starting 27th in the Fastenal 17, it's a Ford from Prosper, Texas, Chris Boucher.
Yep, that's him. Here he is.
Your 26th starter drives car number 7. It's the Schulter System Chevy from Portage, Michigan, Carson Hosevar.
Ow! Ow! Yeah! Now we're talking! Yeah! Ow!
Your 25th starter at car number 14. It's the HighPoint.com Ford from Mitchell, Indiana, Buddy Boy, Chase Briscoe.
Whoopee. Hooray. All right. Okay.
Starting 24th in car number 10, it's the Smithfield Ford from Tampa, Florida, Eric Almirola.
ravioli, ravioli, give me the
Rolly.
Starting in 23rd, the car number 31, the
He brought the race.
protection Chevy from Winnebago, Indiana, Justin Haley.
Wait till they get to the Bush Brothers. What? Wait till they get to the Bush Brothers. And
Your
everybody starts going.
22nd starter drives car number
He brought
5.
the race.
It's the
The
HendrickCars.com Chevy from Elk Grove, California, your money
When they call Kyle Bush or Kurt Bush, you'll hear the crowd just boo.
Race fan. And now, to give the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome three-time Olympic gold medalist Jackie Joyner-Kersee.
Driver, start your engine!
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! Today is a good day.
And this car is out of the museum. It's here, and Rusty's behind the wheel.
Leading the field again. How about you, Rusty Wallace? Boy and the boys up in the booth. You got us?
I got you loud and clear, Clint.
Man, how about that? Old Midnight leading the field one last time with a Wallace in it. How'd you feel out there?
Man, I'll tell you what, it brings back a lot of memories, buddy. This car is really bad to the bone. It's fun sitting in it. Last time I was in this car in 1996, and she's still as good as ever. Completely restored. What a real hot rod, man.
Well, man, I just assume position. Slow down a little bit. Tag on the back of this field. Let's see what you got.
Hey, they better get out of the way because this baby's coming through.
Hi, Kevin. Look at things tight.
24.
We got McDonald's.
Well, AJ, that was a humdinger.
I woke up in a new booth. Track house bringing that fire.
Harrison Burton turns left.
Hey, you stink! Red! I love being purple! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Make sure you get that focus on the Smithfield.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
starts on the inside. Ryan Blaney holding hard on the outside off the turn four as they continue to scrap over the top spot. Who's going to lead at the line for the first time? It's Blaney by nose.
Great!
Oh, that went well. This is embarrassing.
NASCAR's been made aware of lightning strikes within 5 miles of the racetrack. Some of those big puffy clouds have rain and lightning in them. Drivers have been advised that they are able to get out of their cars if they wish.
And just like that, as soon as the race got started, NASCAR got yet another unwelcome visit from Mother Nature again. That has been way too common all throughout this year. And even though that inclement weather was close to the track, in this case, I was certainly lucky because that system never ended up reaching the track. And after an over 90-minute delay, they were back to racing again.
So, back to it.
And there's the green and white checkered flag. Kyle Busch, stage 1 winner.
So then you see the gap on the restart, spun his tires a little bit. Chastain was waiting until he got past the start-finish line, goes to the bottom, get off in the corner. Stop!
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
I want him alone!
Time. Hey man, that's not cool.
Oh, for 5 minutes. Could you not be yourself? For 5 minutes!
So Michael McDowell became yet another victim of Ross Chastain doing his well, Ross Chastain thing. And honestly, this incident is really nothing when you think back to all the crazy stuff that Chastain did in last year's race at Gateway. I'd say in this case, the field certainly got off easy this time around. And you want to know what I think is funny about this? Is that at the end of this race, Michael McDowell would go on to finish in the top 10. Oh my god! Whereas Chastain would end up finishing 22nd.
What? Let's see what they do this time, Nate. We'll have to take a look at Seymour. The two tires moving forward. His team is up. They're making the changes out right-hand side of the race car from Blaney. They made two tires stop last time. This time, 4 tires for Ryan Blaney.
We need tires now. Come on, let's go. No tires, just gas. You need tires, you idiot. Come on, get me out there. Let's go. Get me back out there. Come on.
Yeah, after a stop like that, he's got a lot of ground to make up. Get ready, boys. We're coming to the restart.
I sure am doing respectably in my Cup Series debut. I just hope my brake rotor doesn't explode going into turn 1.
Hey, Squidward!
The burning you feel? It is shame.
And with that, Carson Hocevar's unplanned last-minute Cup Series debut came to an abrupt end when his brake rotor decided to blow up going into turn 1 in stage 2. And what's unfortunate about this is that for as good as Hocevar was doing, he was outrunning the primary driver of the 7 car, Corey LaJoie, who was in one of the Hendrick cars. And you know what? While I'm on that subject, it should be time to talk about Corey LaJoie's run in the 9 car. And to say it was underwhelming would honestly be an understatement. Because going into that race, I legitimately expected that to be Corey LaJoie's breakout moment. A moment where he could finally prove to the world what he's capable of behind the wheel of a race car, and that he really is on par with the same level of his dad. And that this moment would also be similar in essence to Jamie McMurray's win at Charlotte all the way back in 2002. But then the race got started, and LaJoie didn't even turn a single lap inside the top 15. So, does that necessarily mean that LaJoie is a failure as a driver and that he shouldn't get big opportunities? Well, no. Again, I don't think it would be fair to judge LaJoie's performance off of this one moment. Because again, it wasn't planned for, and if LaJoie had more time to be prepared for this and, actually got more time to get practice in, then I think he would have had a legitimately better run in the 9 car. But then again, we also have to remember that this was totally not planned, because this is the fact that Chase Elliott decided to act like Kyle Busch in that 2011 truck race at Texas the week before in the Coca-Cola 600. Speaking of which, need I say more?
Brings the golden arches towards the green flag at the front of the field. Green flag, and we're racing. Good jump on the inside for me.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
Medic! We have a man down on pit road, and we believe it's from Eric Jones' crew. Went down during that stop, being treated by the AMR safety team on pit road at the head end of pit road, pit stall number 2.
Oh no, there's a man down.
And we'll give you further details when they become available.
You are dead. Not a big surprise.
Oh, this stinks. I just want to go home now. Please don't throw a tantrum.
Galding has come to a halt. Not sure they're going to be able to leave him there. Caution waves.
What are you doing?
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Here we go again.
Another caution, 28 to go.
Okay, that's not supposed to...
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Hilarious and original.
No.
They were all battling for 12th place.
You see, they got a run on him on the...
Dynaco's all mine.
You better not.
I'm gonna kick your ass!
I'm warning you.
You ain't going to do shit.
Watch me.
Oh, shit!
Don't take me out, Coach. I can still race.
Pretty evenly spread out all the way through the top 5. Oh, Bubba Wallace in a wall. Turns 1 and 2. Can this possibly be another brake rotor issue?
Wallace was 11th. He was in that battle right behind Byron there at the moment, and this will be the 11th caution.
Oh, hell no!
Get ready to slumber. Let brother go home.
You make your money, right, with these calls and things like that. By the way, that's where the war rooms come into play. They know the math on this. They know where the the odds are and where to pick them there, and that's something that they don't have to their advantage right now.
They make
that 12-car dive bombs to 5, you're 3 wide on the outside.
All right, overtime sponsored by Credit One Bank.
And there it is, the first NASCAR race that I get to go to in person, and I got to witness a Kyle Busch masterclass victory and his third win with RCR. Now, does that mean that I was angry about this outcome? Well, no. I mean, for one thing, I couldn't have predicted Kyle Busch winning that race when I showed up, mainly because my primary pick was Tyler Reddick, and he ended up getting crashed out. But if I'm being honest, I'm also not really that angry about Kyle Busch winning either. But let me just say, if this was 5 years earlier, then yeah, I really would have been angry with that.
If you don't like that kind of racing, don't even watch.
Bruh. And as for Chris Buescher, he would end up finishing the race in 12th, which in hindsight is actually not that bad of a result because remember, he wasn't in the first race at Gateway last year because he got a ticket to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
And even if you are not susceptible to going to the Backstreet Boys
to liking
reunion
Backstreet
tour,
Boys music,
you could
still end up at the tour.
And
in the front row.
You could know that you're not even carrying tickets to it. And they could be...
You're accidentally scalping them to your entire family.
Now, before I close off this video, there are still a few other things that I have to address. Now, while I was at this race myself, there are at least 2 other people that I've come to know who were also at that track as well. One of them being the first creator that I ever collaborated with being Gray Speed Productions, formerly known as Sonic Rules 831, who was at the track as well, but unfortunately, I didn't cross paths with him. In fact, I really didn't even know where to look for him in the race until I eventually addressed him via DMs and realized that he was seated in a place in the stands that wasn't that far away from me in turn 1. And that's unfortunate because if I did run into him, then I more than likely would have made an appearance in this video that he put out on his channel. And in that case, I also in turn would have shared it as well. But it didn't end up happening. So, Gray Speed Productions, if you happen to see this, there definitely needs to be a plan set in place if I ever happen to go to another race. We both need to get a plan together to be able to meet each other in person. And another person who was also at the track that I happen to know is a creator by the name of CM 2.0. He was also at the track as well, but again, I didn't run into him either. But maybe at some point, if I ever go back to Gateway again, maybe I could try finding a way to meet him again if he was there too. So if there's anything else I want to add as a closing remark for this video, just remember that as a NASCAR fan, it should be every fan's obligation. It should be a personal privilege to be able to go to a race in person. And the best way to put it, if you're the kind of person like me who's been a fan of the sport for a very long time, but have yet to go to a race in person, just remember that you have to be able to stay patient with these things because the opportunity to go to a race in person will happen sooner or later. Whether you realize it or not, the opportunity will come one way or another. And with that, I want to thank you all for watching this video, and as well as that, I also can't thank you enough for helping get my channel to 10,000 subscribers. It still means a lot to me because after more than 6 years of being at it with this content creation game, it has not been easy for me to get to where I am now, but at the same time, I feel like I should still be able to be humbled by this because I've still been doing things on my own accord, and I never wanted to take the easy way out when trying to grow my channel. And I still give all of you longtime viewers as much credit in the world for still sticking by me in spite of all the things that have happened. And for the fact that I managed to go to my first in-person NASCAR race and to reach 10K subs both in the same year certainly means a lot, and this video is certainly the best way to encapsulate all that. And hopefully this is a sign that the future certainly is going to look very good and very productive for me. Whatever good comes for me can also in turn happen for you as well. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to continue to create as much content as I can for as long as I can for all of you.